70-year-old Michael Inman and 34-year-old Lawrence Cantrell are registered sex offenders with GPS ankle monitors. They were placed in motels in San Diego and El Cajon by county contractor People Assisting the Homeless, or PATH. But both ended up in Cantrell's Motel 6 room in El Cajon. Police say about 5 days into their stay, a PATH employee called them to report a crime.
These sex predators set up shop and started raping girls, young girls, in the hotel room that the county provided.
Bill Wells, the mayor of El Cajon, says there could be at least half a dozen victims.
Found out it was happening. We went and seized their cell phones. They videotaped the entire process. It's disgusting.
The men were charged with more than a dozen felonies. According to jail records, some of the victims were younger than 3.
We predicted that this was going to be a problem.
The city has tried to pass ordinances that would force motels that accept mostly county funds to change their business status.
So they couldn't operate as hotels and homeless shelters. They basically had to choose one or the other. And then the state attorney general's office weighed in and threatened us with a cease and desist letter and saying that we were violating fair housing laws.
Now the city is considering other options, including a 90-day moratorium.
We've got to stop it now. This is madness.
Steve Goebel is the deputy mayor of El Cajon.
We're going to start holding these operators, these contractors accountable in El Cajon. We're going to require them to have a special license. And if you don't fulfill the conditions of that license to protect everyone, then you can't do business in El Cajon.
He says county programs pay almost twice the going rate for these rooms. And he says the lack of oversight and motel operators putting profits over safety have broken the system.
What we're doing is enabling them to do their crimes in secret.
The city is holding a series of town hall meetings through May 4th to discuss the issue and get ideas from residents like Richard Agundez Jr.
It's my city. I love it. We have to do something.
He thinks people who work for programs like PATH do care.
But is it thorough enough? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And are there laws, appropriate laws, that are enforceable to keep something like this happening again?
City leaders like council member Michelle Mitchell are confused and furious.
We're not getting answers from anyone. And I don't even know who to go to. I'm very frustrated.
We got clarification from the county. In a statement, they said the 2 men arrested were not in programs to house the homeless. They were in separate programs, including one for veterans. They're coordinated through the district attorney's office and are different from other state and county funded voucher programs. The county's data shows it decreases recidivism by more than 50%.
But we were told 6 months ago that there weren't any criminals coming through this program. There certainly weren't any sex offenders.
City officials say the county has been giving them conflicting information or none at all.
Who makes those decisions? That's what I'm angry about. That these 2 men were given free housing when we have 80-year-olds, 70-year-olds dying on the street.
The county declined an interview, but said in a statement they're investigating the circumstances of Inman and Cantrell to better understand what happened and potential changes. They also say their policy is to house people where they're from, but could not elaborate.
We can't look at the whole program like it's a horrible program and all bad things are happening there, because that's not true.
Carrie Irwin runs a drug rehab program. She says what she saw and heard at the meeting gave her hope. She says the work PATH does is good when there's strict monitoring and accountability, because even one victim is too many.
We want to have 0. Let's open up our eyes and be more vigilant.
El Cajon Police Sergeant Rob Ransweiler says they've arrested dozens of people from county programs.
To just think that program only serves the criminal element is off base.
But what these men are accused of doing is so heinous that good programs will be put in jeopardy if this continues.
The problem is the few ruin it for the many.
PATH declined an interview, but said in a statement they will continue to work closely with law enforcement and add, quote, "We extend our sympathies to all those impacted by this disturbing incident." Motel 6 and the county's parole department did not return our calls. Inman and Cantrell are scheduled to be in court on April 27th. The city of El Cajon plans its next town hall meeting this Saturday.
Let's not blame anybody.
Wells says it's time to put differences aside and work together.
I'm willing to put it all away and never shake a finger at anybody ever again if they would leave my city alone.
Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.